Spoilers, I did pre-selection, I made it to top 16, and I lost in my first round. Like with these videos, I'm hoping that the feeling will be constantly like of my progress going like this, because somewhere not only do I want to inspire like myself to look back at these videos and look at like, whoa, I started doing these videos and my progression was like boom, and it came with this and this and this, with these achievements, blah 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 blah. And also by inspiring myself and seeing this, I'm also hoping that these videos really are inspiring you and encouraging you to continue with your practice, and that this is like a constant win. The reality is not like that. Whenever something doesn't go as I would have hoped for, that dip feels more clear than any of the progression I'm making. I might feel like I'm having a setback, that I'm not seeing that I'm actually constantly doing this. Therefore, like this week, to, you know, tell myself to like relax, it's okay. So I'm telling my future self that you're in a dip right now during this video, but with any, you know, downs, there's an up. My name is Kaide, and you're watching Road 35 to Infinity. And last week there was a battle in Barcelona called Invictus, organized by Walido and Indigo. I had an amazing time, apart from feeling the setback in that moment. Rewind. So last week I started the week by trying to adapt my practice according to what was needed for that week. My practice has been taking shape and it's looking in a certain way, and this is for my time in between certain events. And then my idea is that whenever there is like a battle around the corner, to adapt the practice that I'm doing to more focus on the event that is coming. So what I was trying to do, which I, by the way, didn't manage completely, but before a battle, instead of doing my full practice that I do, which then consists of my Leviathan flow practice and my daily footwork practice. This is what my training looks like at the moment. So let's say it's Monday and during the weekend there's a battle. What I want to try to do during that week is that I work on battle rounds or a pre-selection round, so that I work on these 1 minutes. Instead of practicing my footwork one per day, I focus on the 5 that I've chosen every day. Basically making use of the practice that I've done so far, and to just put it into the context of freestyle and battle. This is something that I started to give shape to last week. I tried it, I think it was 1 or 2 days, and then I didn't get to be more consistent than that. I don't look at it now I don't look at it as me not managing to practice for a battle, but more that now it's becoming more clear how I would like to prepare myself for a battle. So I have my practice week after week, and whenever there's a battle, there's a preparation, and then that might be a week. And in my preparation, my Leviathan flow practice is integrated into it, but my focus is different. So that's something I'm realizing, which I'm happy about, and hopefully for the coming battles, I will be able to prepare better. So yeah, that was last week, and that's a realization I had. So this is a win. So I went to Barcelona, went to the event Invictus. I entered both hip hop and house, and I made it to top 16 in both categories. At the moment, I don't have any footage from the house. I do have a bunch of videos from my hip hop rounds. So for my hip hop, I did the pre-selection. I had to fight for final spot in the top 16 in a three-way, and then I had my top 16 battle round.
10 seconds. Come up, pull up a backwood and stay steamy. The way they come in town, see we can dance now, nigga. Dance. With a nine turn.
For the house, I made it to top 16, which I am happy about, but then I lost in my first round. I was pretty much, I don't want to say upset. I think I was disappointed in my performance. My first thought after losing in the top 16 was, okay, I need to change my practice. Immediately feeling like what I'm doing is not working, or what I'm doing is not enough, or it's like I'm working on a formula, and because of this result in this battle, that I need to shift focus to something else. I guess this is pretty normal in practice, and it was only after a conversation with a very close friend of mine that I went from thinking, okay, I need to fix this, to I need to just be patient. Let me see, this is video 21 of Road 35 to Infinity, which basically means that I've been doing this practice for 5 months. For me, being in the practice, it feels like forever, but at the same time, 5 months is not a lot. When it comes to practice and practicing your skills and your craft, there's no like one winning formula that is gonna guarantee you win or a success within X amount of months. And I think it's also of like needing to have something work as quickly as possible. I think that's the negative side of social media, where we're constantly met with quick solution to anything that you have. Looking for something that will make our progression happen in shorter time. We always want to get somewhere as fast as possible, and I'm no different. I look at my practice, yes, I've been doing it for 5 months. Yes, I would have hoped that within 5 months I would be at in a place of like a lot of achievements, so that I could share with you something that really worked, and I'm hoping that it would lead you to the same kinds of achievement in shorter amount of time, because then I put in the work and you need to put in less. But this is not the purpose of practice. I want this journey to be ongoing. If I reach my destination as fast as possible, I'm missing out on all the fun. I want the leading up to something to be the part that's been the most enjoyable. It's not a fix that I'm looking for, but more patience. I'm on a good path, and I just need to continue. And that is something that I want to remind you also, as I'm reminding myself, is that if you're doing something that you really believe in and that is like feels good for you and that makes you happy and again is true to who you are, keep going. Don't look for that quick fix, because we want a reward now. We want to be rewarded at this very moment. This is a hard part of practice, that there is a reward, but we don't know when. We don't know when that is gonna come and in what form and shape, but it's not about the reward. It's about you doing what feels good for you. Do you enjoy your practice? Then keep going. Are you stimulating your creativity? Are you being physically challenged in a way where you feel like, okay, I'm learning something new, I'm able to do this movement that I wasn't able to do before, I'm able to hear this in the music that I wasn't able to hear before, I'm able to express something I wasn't able to do before. If all of these things are happening slowly and surely, that's something we should be holding on to in order to just keep on being patient. The practice that we're doing is a long distance run. It's not a sprint, long distance. And for that, we need to endure, we need to be patient. I might have made it to top 16, but I made it to top 16. It was a moment. I mean, if I look back to another moment that was not too long ago, in that moment, I made it to the finals, and that's a moment. Now this was a different moment. I made it top 16 and not further, and that none of these results really take away anything of my progress that I'm doing. First of all, I'm enjoying my practice. I'm really enjoying, and the fact that I'm consistent with something that I've never been as consistent with my practice as I've been since I started Road 35 to Infinity. Who I am as a dancer has never been so clear as it is now. The fact that I'm working on my practice and I have it being called Leviathan Flow, I know that it's built of this and this and that. Never had that before. It's like I'm more and more clearer in who I am. Yeah, these are all good things that is easy to forget when you don't get the result that you're looking for. My thoughts went immediately into, okay, if I didn't make it further than top 16 here, how is it then gonna go at Summer Dance Forever in August? We are in April now. I still have another 4 months left. A lot can happen in that time. That's basically like what I wanted to say this week. I must not forget the small wins that I'm accumulating along this path. Yeah, just keep going, and don't let the setbacks make you doubt your process. Thank you for being here with me, and go out there, enjoy your practice. Consider liking, subscribing, sharing these videos if you like what you're seeing, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.